Hello, wonderful viewers out there. Welcome to this interactive session with distinguished Senator Chris Adighije. We're right here in his country home here in Olokoromoahe to actually have one-on-one with him as he marks his 80th birthday celebration. Senator Chris Adighije represented the people of Abia Central Senatorial Zone and the 5th Senate, the 5th National Assembly, where he actually represented the good people of Abia Central Senatorial Zone. And I have here with me the distinguished Senator, Senator Chris Adighije. Good morning, distinguished. Happy 80th birthday celebration. Congratulations, sir.
Yes, thank you very much indeed. I appreciate it. Thank you, viewers. Thank you, yes.
Now, let's start immediately. You've been around for such a long time in politics. You know, once the name Chris Adighije drops, everybody knows, okay, we know him. Maybe you can just briefly walk us through your experience in your political life and what you've seen so far vis-a-vis what is playing out today in our polity.
Well, thank you very much, and I would like to thank God Almighty, who has graciously allowed me to live up to this time. It is not by my power, not by my will, was special grace of God. In fact, I think I'm one of the least qualified to be alive, given my checkered history through life. Politics, as you know, could be what you can call my retirement program, because I'm a professional, I'm a geologist. I had my PhD in 1978, geology. I was a university lecturer. I also worked for Gulf Oil Company. And I also had my private company. It's doing very well. So politics, indeed, is my second address. I just want to make that clear. And I went in there to try. I saw it early enough that there's a limit to which individuals can develop their place. You have to need support of government. And I can tell you that that is what propelled me into the murky field of politics. And you can also say that I'm one of the pioneering politicians from this area, one of the first line charge politician. No experience, nobody to learn from.
No godfather.
No godfather. You may say so, no godfather. But I can tell you that to learn the ropes was not easy, because no sooner I got into it, I became a national treasurer of a National Republican Convention, NRC.
Okay.
Without experience, I found myself in the National Working Committee of that great party. You know, there were two parties, SDP, NRC. And I had to learn how to sit at NWC meeting, to fight for my people. All that, of course, gave me a lot of bruises, because no fallback. But we're here today, we thank God. Looking back, if God were not there on my side, maybe I would have been consumed politically.
Yeah.
Well, I think on the average, I beat my chest. I think we've done well, since we were able to get up as far as going to the Senate. And I have no regrets. Could have been better, but I want to thank God for all that has taken place. But the good news is throughout these battles, the life battle, of course I can compare politics with my life as university lecturer, life as a geologist and all that. Politics is zigzag. But all through that, I ended up not having any enemy whatsoever, not having any bitterness whatsoever. I look back and I thank God. I think God has made it possible for me to hold my head high for all that has happened. Thank you so much.
Okay. Now, distinguished, you did just one term in the Senate. Unlike when you look around, the people that succeeded you from the central, talk about the former governor, Governor Otti, and some other people in other senatorial zone here in the state. They always want to go for a second term, even third term. In fact, some of them want to stay there forever. The ones we normally refer to, the ancestors in the Senate or ancestors in the House of Reps. But in your own case, you just did one term. Was it pre-planned, or you just felt it was time for me to leave?
That's a very interesting question. There's no politician who wants to do one term. It may sound funny, but it's true. I was very popular as senator, even before I went to Senate. Popular, even when I tried to go to Senate in 1999. Our then Governor Otti can tell you what happened at the polls. Because later on he apologized to me that they had reasons to do what they did, and so we found Bob Wanden going to Senate in my place instead of me having won the election, actually. So Governor Otti, my good friend, later on said, "Oh, I'm sorry about what happened." So in 1999, I would have been in the Senate. 2003, yes, I got to Senate, and served to 2007. 2007, out of 6 local governments, I won in 5. And the votes, bogus votes, were returned in Osisioma, and I lost. And Senator Nkechimog is my very good friend, so I don't want to discuss what happened. That's why I told you I don't have enemies, I don't have bitterness. I should have gone back to Senate. But that is the development of democracy. Sometimes it's not the votes, the real votes that were cast that mattered. Sometimes things happen. But in all this, I saw it as the will of God. And so I took it that whether I won or I lost is the will of God. And you'll be surprised that people who helped campaign for me in 1999 or 2003, or thereafter, they're still here, they're still coming. They see me as their senator. But I take it in good faith. So I served one time, not because I wanted to serve one time, but because the forces did not let me go back. And some of those forces are very good friends of mine at this point. Thank you.
Okay. Now, let's talk about you've been a senator, yes, and when you look around what's going on, even in the National Assembly, you go to the national, you see how things are done in terms of providing good governance, which Nigerians, yearn for always. Are you comfortable with the situation of things today? I know that, yes, your party, the APC, they are the ones in control of government today at the national level. But looking around, democracy is all about the people. Government should be about the people. With what is playing out right now, what would be your assessment of today's governance across Nigeria?
Well, recall we're discussing my 80th birthday. Isn't that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. And I would like people to be happy. All I want to say is that democracy is growing. The realities today were not the realities years past. And there's movement up, down, right, left. The important thing is that we're moving on. Democracy is growing. And I pray that in the next 10, 12 years, 15 years, it will be better than it is today. So I don't want people to be looking at my 80th birthday and thinking about bruises and achievements in our democratic system. National Assembly is doing well, reasonably well, given what is before them. They're doing well, according to what is going on, like we did well in our own time.
Yeah.
So I cannot sit down on my 80th birthday to begin to criticize the National Assembly. It's not right.
But if you were to be in the National Assembly today,
Yeah.
and with this state of emergency, who would you vote for? I mean, would you vote against this or vote for the state of emergency?
I have said to you that circumstances change.
Yeah.
There are drastic situations deserve drastic measures. And Mr. President is a politician, he's a senator, by the way. So he's a lawmaker, and so there must be reasons for what is happening. But I just hope and pray that the issue is resolved quickly. And I believe there should be a political situation to it. It's not the best times for politics in Nigeria, but we have to show maturity. At my age now, what I should preach, and I want to continue to preach, is understanding, love, forgiveness, and progress. So if you want us to go into the details of that, at this age, I cannot set fire in my house.
Yeah.
I would rather
we
we try and make peace everywhere. I like to be part of that peacemaking. Yes.
Okay, sir. So let's come back home, here in the States. Just like you've rightly pointed out, politically, you don't have enemy. I mean, whether across board, whether in APC, PDP, Labour Party, ABGA, wherever, it appears you do not have enemy. By your own assessment, I know that you're a very close ally of the governor. Do you think he's getting everything right in terms of governance, policies, most of the activities of the government?
There has been no governor, even from Ogbonneonu to Ojikalo, to T.A. Oji, to Ibazu. My friends have worked. I worked under some were there. I think every one of them did his best. Every one of them did. It's whether you want now to rate what their best is. So people are there to judge. But like I said, it's all development. But if you want to talk about the current governor, he's not my friend, he's my son. He's my son. And Abians are there to judge for themselves. But I think there has never been so much construction and work and all that going on simultaneously, face change, the infrastructure. There's so much to talk about it. He's in Labour Party, I'm in APC, but of course, if he has done 2 years and he has done this much, I don't know whether people will not forget about party lines and let him do 6 more years like others have done. That would be plus. But I think Abians will benefit more letting him go and do his 8 years. He has done 2, about 2. So I think Alex should be allowed to go ahead and complete it. At the end of it all, they will compare again with the other, we'll have reference points.
Yeah.
But for me, I don't want to discuss my son publicly, but he's my son in whom I'm well pleased. Definitely. It will be difficult to pull my mind out of that. He's my son.
Yeah,
Yes.
obviously. So
He's my son.
in 2027, would you want APC, your party, to take over, or LP should go ahead with Otti?
You see, at this level, yes, I'm a registered APC man. But at this level, I'm looking at the development of Abia. So I don't think that development has anything to do with party nomenclature. I'm looking for who can do better than Alex. If such a person comes and can do better than Alex, we'll go to him. But if for now, let Alex do his 6 more years,
Okay.
and then the person who will do better come after he has done 8 years, and so on and so forth. Whichever platform, that is not the consideration now. It would have been good. It could have been easy. It could have been best if Alex came into my party. That would be good enough.
Yeah.
But if he has reasons not to come to APC as a platform, by the way, when you're talking about political parties, we're not talking about ideology. We're just talking about where people stand to do what they are supposed to do. Alex, for instance, was a very staunch APC man. Very staunch APC man by the time the last election took place. I am the one, when we found out that the APC at that time was not prepared to go through due process to nominate a governorship candidate. In my sitting room, I am the one chairing meeting of all the gubernatorial aspirants and all that. And when we found out the APC at the national level had made up their mind who was going to run for governorship of Abia, and it was not any of the people we thought. I'm the one. I take responsibility. I'm the one that asked Alex to go to Labour Party. I am the one. I asked him to go to Labour Party. So I take responsibility. And I cannot deny that fact. So if he's still in the Labour Party, I'm the one that asked him to go there. But I am proud that he has done well enough. He deserves to go back to complete 8 years. No apologies, even to APC or any other party. Well, if I would like him to come to APC, don't misunderstand me. I would like him to come to APC. Without conditions. The only condition is let him take the ticket. And I'm sure when we talk, you see, politics is a question of talking, and I'm appealing to all Abians. If they think Alex has done well enough for these 2 years, let them give him another mandate to go back. If APC offers him ticket, allows him to do the needful, fine. But otherwise, if he finds himself still in a Labour Party, we'll do so. That's my attitude to it. Alex is before party. As a performer, he's performing. He's performing. So why do we have to change him? We don't need to. I don't think so.
So, sir, as it stands now, do you think APC in the state, just like what you said in the build-up to the last election, APC at the national, they weren't really ready to, do the needful and all that. Hence, you asked the present governor to go over to LP. So, from what is happening in APC in Abia today, are you better positioned? Are you strong in synergy with what is happening at the national? Probably to get more seats here in the state and even at the National Assembly from the state?
You see, national politics is a little different from state politics. Mr. President is doing very well. Definitely doing very well. Last time, Abia didn't give him enough votes. I don't think we made 25%. This time, I believe that what has happened, Mr. President should not get anything less than 80% votes in Abia. If people really open their eyes and see what's going on at the national level, Mr. President has performed very well. So, of course, I will always cast my vote for Mr. President, and I'm urging Abians to do that. On the state level, like I said, Alex in heart is APC. That's how he started, but he's now wearing Labour Party. He should go back, whether it's in Labour or any other party, go back and continue the work in progress and then conclude it. Abians will be happier for that. As for the party in Abia, we're building up. We're trying to put it in a better position than the last time, because I believe that the national will not interfere unnecessarily the way it happened when they imposed structure on us, and that scattered the party. Now we're picking up the pieces gradually and steadily. We're picking up the pieces, and I believe that at some stage, all political leaders in Abia, and that is my dream, across party line, I believe we will sit in a room, conference room, and talk to ourselves and come up with something smooth and sweet. That will be in the best interest of Abia.
Because you have just barely 2 years to do that. So, before now, you had...
We have started, I can tell you. The process is on.
Okay.
And don't preempt it. The process is on. APC will be better than 2019?
2019,
2019. Definitely APC, if it's allowed to build up the way it should, without external interference, will do better. But having said that, Alex should continue to be governor.
Okay. On the sidelines, before we wrap up this interview session, so you are looking, boyish, at 80. You still look quite young. What's the magic behind that? If somebody sees you from behind, without looking at your face, you might think that this is just about 35-year-old. So what's the magic behind this look?
You see, I'm touching my cap. You are making me blush.
Maybe because you do not have political enemies, because I know that if you have political enemies, before they will start dragging you here and there, maybe you look way older than what you're looking right now. Is that the reason?
Let me give you, for the umpteenth time.
Yeah.
Somebody who's been in politics way back from 1980, 80 something, 85, 86, till now, I say I have no enemy, social or political, none whatsoever. I'm free, very free. And you see, I'm sure tomorrow or next, when we gather, you see the people gathering from across party line. Some call me Papa Party, some call me this and that, and they say, oh good, I'd love to come back to Abia again next world and play the same politics I have played, no regrets. So that's why I'm happy. I'm happy. So if it's reflecting in the way I look, to God be the glory. I can say that God has blessed me. I'm very happy. I'm a happy man. My family is doing very well. My children are doing very well. As it is now, I don't even have any responsibility in terms of school fees, this, that. I'm just a free man. free. That's a blessing of God. Blessing of God.
All right.
Yes.
I sincerely thank you, distinguished Senator Dr. Chris Adighije. Thank you so much for having time to speak with us, and congratulations once again, sir, on your 80th birthday celebration. We rejoice with you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, viewers.
All right. And to all of you who joined us wherever, thank you so much. My name is Ginika Oluwaha. Let's keep praying for Abia State and Nigeria to become great. I'll see you again.